Good evening everybody, at the time of posting this video it's May 13th, 2019, Buckethead's 50th birthday. Woo! Today we're going to take an in-depth look at the moments and memories where Buckethead's life and music was shaped by the love and support of his parents. Today we not only celebrate Buckethead's birthday, we also celebrate the memory of Tom and Nancy Carroll. Throughout his career, Buckethead's parents, Tom and Nancy, had always shown their support of their son's chosen path. In the mid-1980s, when pre-Buckethead Brian Carroll began taking lessons from guitar great Paul Gilbert, Tom and Nancy would drive Brian to Paul Gilbert's house.
And at that time I was lucky because he accepted me to take lessons from him, and luckily my mom and dad drove me to him, because he was pretty far away.
He wasn't old enough to drive, so his mom would drop him off.
By the early 1990s, Brian Carroll had transformed into guitar maestro Buckethead and began touring with his band the Delhi Creeps. At this time, he left his home in Claremont, California to move to San Francisco. The move prompted Buckethead to write the song I Love My Parents, which he later described in a handwritten note stating, "This I wrote when I moved away to San Francisco. I never been away before, I was sad and missed them. It came out." After months of being apart, Buckethead and his family held a reunion on June 16, 1991. And with the family looking on, he put on a 15-minute guitar masterclass that included playing I Love My Parents for the first time in front of his family. The song would later feature on numerous albums, including his debut record Buckethead Land, all three Giant Robot albums, and on the soundtrack to the 1995 Keanu Reeves movie Johnny Mnemonic.
I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need a computer.
Buckethead further paid tribute to his parents with his classic 1998 album Colma. When asked about the album in an interview for the Philadelphia City paper, Buckethead, using his hand puppet Herbie, replied, "It's an emotional record. His mother was sick during that time and I wanted to make a record she would like." A go-to album for all Buckethead fans, Colma also includes a song for his father called Watching the Boats with My Dad. For almost 40 years, Buckethead's dad, Tom Carroll, was a coach and athletic director for Damien High School in Laverne, California. In March 2010, the school renamed their baseball stadium the Tom Carroll Stadium. During his speech in 2010, Tom thanked his wife Nancy, saying, "She's a saint, she's my best friend, I love her dearly." Tom can be seen in the Buckethead and Bootsy Collins video Minds Under Construction. The video was filmed at Tom and Nancy's home in Claremont, California. And in case you're wondering, Tom is the one in the Leatherface mask sporting his ever-present Damien High School shirt.
Take your hand out the bucket.
6 years ago today, on May 13, 2013, Buckethead released his untitled 13th Pike. The cover of the album showed a teenage Brian Carroll embracing his father, marking the first time since 1989 that Buckethead had released an unmasked image of himself. 6 months later, on November 4th, 2013, Buckethead's mum, Nancy York Carroll, passed away. Whilst Buckethead released several Pike albums throughout the rest of 2013, Pike number 43, released in mid-January, was released with no name, no track titles and no album image, seemingly recorded around the time of his mum's passing. On June 25th, 2014, 6 months after the passing of his mom, Buckethead released Pike number 65, Hold Me Forever, in memory of my mom, Nancy York Carroll. As I've mentioned in previous videos, and as most Buckethead fans will agree, Hold Me Forever is one of the greatest compositions Buckethead has ever done, and one of the greatest guitar pieces ever recorded. Its high praise isn't because of the added sentiment of it being dedicated to his mother, it's quite simply a guitar masterpiece. NYC forever. Less than a year after his wife's passing, Tom Carroll passed away at the age of 84 on September 3rd, 2014. Much like the release of Pike 43 after his mum's passing, in the following weeks Buckethead released a Pike with no name, no track titles and no album image, Pike number 78, making Pikes 43 and 78 the only Pikes in the series to do this. That following year, on Father's Day, June 21st, 2015, almost a year to the day after the release of Hold Me Forever, Buckethead released Pike number 150, Heaven Is Your Home, for my father Thomas Manley Carroll, a beautiful somber tribute. In late 2017, Buckethead spoke about the passing of his parents during the Coming Alive podcast interview.
My mom and my father passed away, so that's been really tough.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like when I play there in the music, you know, it's like, because they used to like when I would play to them, you know, so.
So in a strange way, you can kind of feel their presence in the music?
I feel like a communication to them. I feel like it opens like a gate to I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's comforting, you know, it's like a very comforting thing. And, you know, maybe it reminds me of those times when I was with them and I'd play for them and stuff, you know, but that's been definitely changed things, you know, a lot.
On Christmas Day 2018, Buckethead once again paid a fitting tribute to the memory of his parents with the free downloadable track Missing My Parents. Incidentally, the artwork for the Missing My Parents song uses the same background image as Pike number 73, Final Bend of the Labyrinth. A great album, Pike 73 was released 2 weeks before the passing of Tom Carroll during his ill health. While so many artists out there would think it's uncool or not rock and roll to release songs dedicated to their parents, Buckethead has and always will wear his heart on his sleeve, or bucket. It's never been about being cool or hip, Buckethead is just being himself and expressing how he feels in the best way he knows how. Throughout his career, he's always given praise and tribute to his parents, thanking them on numerous albums from his debut Buckethead Land to Chinese Democracy and more. He's even played the song I Love My Parents on his current 2019 tour. With yesterday being Mother's Day and today being Buckethead's 50th birthday, it's surely a reflective and emotional time for Buckethead, but also a time of celebration. Whilst Tom and Nancy Carroll may no longer be with us, their memory and influence will live on through Buckethead's music. So from myself and all the Bucketbots out there, Tom and Nancy Carroll, we thank you. And Buckethead, happy 50th birthday.
Woo!